Alright, so folks, the game is beginning between Legion and Tempest. The Legion roster includes Whisper, Russian Mafia, Stinker, The Beast, King Lapu, and Chrysomatic. On the Tempest side, we have Raw Boner, Omega, Dead Game, Guts, Skills, and Spook. Dead Game, of course, is Quasi.
Quasi.
Yep. And the game has begun. Fire pots, throwables, everything's flying. The right cannon is getting loaded. Both cannons getting loaded just a little bit. However, the far cannon somehow getting actually loaded consistently. Big engagement.
Yeah. This has been a tactic I've seen so far on Cove. It's been the immediate split, 5-1 or 4-2. Send a strong side and a weak side, and just push one side through. Either they're going to have to, you'll get overwhelmed with straight 3v3 split, or they'll sacrifice somebody on one side and get the other pushed through.
Yeah. Well, Tempest has really succeeded on this offense here. They did kind of partially lose this engagement towards the shore, but they are still getting loads of progress on these cannons, and they already got a shot off. What I saw in their match against Meta a couple hours ago is their offensive on this map is extremely strong. Like, they know how to push on this map very well. As you can see, 2 cannon shots within the first 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Working on this third one over here on the far side. Doing work.
They may get stalled, however. No, that's still going. Tempest just, it can't be stopped right now.
It can't be stopped. Consistent pressure on both of these cannons. It just, it drives people crazy. You don't know which one to defend and go for first.
Oh, yeah.
And quite honestly, by the time you figure it out, it's usually too late.
Absolutely, yeah, exactly. Like, they were making a push towards the cannon that was about to fire. It fired, and they just kind of fell out.
Yep, had to turn her all the way back around. Go the other way.
Absolutely. Only one more cannon shot left to go on the door. With 9 minutes and 50 seconds left. This is kind of interesting. And lots of great kills from Tempest. They're just wrecking these engagements utterly. And they're going to break this door right here, right now. In just 1 second. Yep. They only got, I think, what is it, 6 minutes, 7 minutes added to
something
the clock?
like that. Yeah, it's a very small amount of time comparative to other maps.
And yet still 15 minutes. So insane. I think that small amount of time is due because this cart moves really, really fast.
It does move very fast, and I think that the clock actually starts off with a few extra minutes.
12 minutes.
12 minutes, that's correct. 12 minutes, so...
Makes some sense. Definitely. What's going on here? So, Legion's really trying to hold down the fort, but they really can't stop this cart. They stalled it for a little bit at the beginning, but only just long enough for Tempest to get to it. See, Legion appears to be doing decently in these engagements. Like, they're getting the kills they need to get, but they just don't have the health required. They're getting beaten down over and over and over again. I think they need to do one big concerted defensive push and just really hold down a chunk of that road. But at the moment, they're just hanging around, it would seem. And the cart's just still moving. Just keeps going and going.
$13:45 left on the clock. They're about 33% of the way there. This is a very, very fast objective time.
You should have seen their objective time last. The game against Meta, they actually, I think they had something like 11, 12 minutes on the final objective.
Oh, wow.
Insane. Yeah, lots and lots of time. That final objective only gives something like 5 minutes, I think, extra. Oh, Skills takes out Russian Mafia. That's not going to put him in a good position. Yeah, even so, Legion is showing up quite well in this engagement. Yeah, even with the
Absolutely.
DK. Oh, just some really unlucky hits there. Just completely ended the Legion defense, actually. And the cart moves on. On and on and on. Tempest. See, Tempest is really utilizing just their sheer synergistic ability and numbers in that case. Like, I think Legion was trickling really hard, and Tempest just ate them up one after another as they fell in. Like minnows to a pack of sharks. Never even seen a minnow.
I don't think I've seen a minnow either.
That's okay. I think. Probably. Alright, well, Quasi opens up with the kill, and that just gives Tempest all the momentum they need. And, ooh, it's a 2v1 now for the cart, and Tempest wins it. 11 minutes, 45 seconds left. Oh, absolutely. I absolutely have some Legion hype, chat. Definitely. It's just they're not showing up as well as Meta was, in my opinion. I think Meta has had the better chance of winning, to me. But we'll see. We will see. Legion can pull out some tricks. And this is the first round.
And there also may be some, ping issues affecting. I know people were talking about, needing to,
Swap servers.
move, swap servers afterwards. So it could be that, and maybe we see, similar results on a different server on the other, for the next round.
Very, very true. Always a lot of variables, but they are just taking this gate nice and easy. Finally, the fire pod comes out. And LG is coming back. Legion with the great clear. And they're just going to let skills off the hook, it seems. But they are not letting Omega out of their sight. Oh, Tempest with a very good kill on King Lapu with that straggler. That ballista can be very, very dangerous. I'm glad that they are watching out for it. Yep, like I was saying, nobody expects the ballista. Now the problem is, yeah, Tempest has the numbers here, though, so they should be able to win this engagement. But it doesn't seem to be the case. Yeah, Tempest is not all that close to the cart. Legion really needs to regroup. Alright, very good kills from Tempest, but they just don't have the health pool to get back on that cart.
Oh, a nice double kill. Stopping them right before they get to the cart.
Yeah, Lappa with a nice denial. Oh yeah, I'm getting a note in the chat that the lineup that faced Meta was not their A-team. It actually had Sirloin of Beef and Flippy instead of Omega and Quasi. So, that makes sense, actually. That they would perform a little bit worse in that state. That ballista, though, Tempest really knows how to utilize everything they possibly can. Good job, Prismatic. Just throw that fire pod out as soon as you possibly can. That's the right thing to do. I need the LG Archer to start shooting at him, or else that door's going straight open. Very nice. Good denial. And Legion takes back the momentum with 8 minutes and 20 seconds left. Yeah, let's take a look. Omega and Quasi. Quasi is doing kind of middle. Omega's actually second below second to the bottom. And the scores are quite different across the board on the attacking team, but that makes sense because, you know, objective scores and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if Tempest... Oh, the TK. Not going to get in Tempest's way, though. Spook with the double, triple if you count the team kill. Russian Mafia finally ending his spree, but I don't know that it's going to be all that useful. Yeah, it looks like they're going to get this door open right about now, unless that firepot is going to create... That firepot's going to create a lot of mayhem. Oh, great kill by Chrismatic. But it's not going to stop them. They do get this door open. Now with 11 minutes and 20 seconds left, I think it added something like 3 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes to the time.
Yeah. Yeah, very, very small amount.
Okay. Makes sense. So now, folks, is the final objective, but with 11 minutes, they should have no problem. None at all. Thank you, Shield, for posting that.
I don't know a whole lot of strategy for this particular part of the map, aside from kill everything you see. Break everything down.
There is a little bit. What you can do, what you generally want to do, is you want to kind of prod the library. You want to get a torch. You see these two torch, like, bowls at the middle of the church?
Yeah.
You want to get those lit ASAP, because those are useful.
That back door open.
Yeah.
I just never played this map competitively that much. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I suppose you learn as you
learn as you play.
Yeah. But once you get those lit, you can kind of prod the library a little bit with some torches, and if you see that your opponent, if you see that the defenders are really turtling it there, you just get all the other objectives. And if you can get all of those, then you know what you're focusing on. Oh, Spook with the TK. But yeah, you get the idea. It's really all about that library. That is honestly the hardest objective in the game, in my opinion, at the moment. Because it's so easy to defend and so hard to attack. But not for Guts, apparently. He just waltzed right in with a torch and got one bookcase. 2 bookcases! This is really not good for Legion. They are almost guaranteeing defeat at the moment if they can't stop these torches. Looks like they're having decent luck, however, with that. Legion are clearing out who they need to clear out. We got 9 minutes left, folks. Thing is, all these other objectives are not all that hard once the attackers get the side door open. Because then they can just proliferate.
Just go right,
yeah, just proliferate, kill everything.
Immediate access to the altar and the back peasants.
Oh, yeah. Oh, skills with the snipe. That's going to be big for Tempest. They're just going to rush on in and rake in the kills. Hopefully. Let's see if that's what happens. Legion does counterattack, getting a couple kills along the way, but for the most part, it seems to be going in Tempest's favor. Yes, they do win that engagement. They are getting a lot of damage done on this library. That's really bad. Legion is kind of shitting the bed with that. This is supposed to be the hardest objective, but it's making it look kind of easy. Good kill by Prismatic. But the library is all but gone. Honestly, I don't know what Legion's doing. They should be focusing this.
Yeah, oh.
At this point, they're almost definitely going to get DNF'd here because Meta at least had the hope of, you know, taking out 2 of these library things. But
well,
now, gotta take out
To
all
be
of it.
honest with you, they have still only gotten one of the 5 areas, and admittedly, probably one of the harder ones. But they're still hardest. Okay,
Here's the
hardest.
thing. Let's just see. Hardest. It's funny because there's also statues, but for some reason the library is the hardest to take.
Hardest one.
Okay. Oh, that was nice. Anyway, but like I said, Meta took them about maybe 3-ish minutes to take every objective but the library. So it shouldn't be that big a deal.
Yep.
Though, I mean, maybe Legion can hold the statues really well for some reason. Hell if I know. I just know that the library is hard to take. It looks like Legion... Where is Legion? Legion is very split up for some reason. Okay, no, they're waiting. They, yeah, Tempest just pushed in. That's when Legion strikes. Oh, man, King Lapu going in at just the wrong moment and getting burned to death by his own teammates. Firepot and Spook, Omega, and Rob Boner, they're just killing everything in sight. I wouldn't be surprised if they beat Legion, I'd say, before 3 or 4 minutes. 3 minutes is my latest. Yeah, they've got almost free reign over here.
2 areas left. Looks like they're working on the statues now.
Mm-hmm.
And there it is, statues. Right, there it is, 5:21 on the clock.
Well, you know, I should say that was a good round. I mean, Legion gave it the best defense they could. I was very hopeful when they were stalling that cart at the gate for a very long time. That was kind of my biggest hope. But after that broke through and Tempest started getting library hits, I knew there really wasn't any hope for that defense.
Yep.
I have yet to see their offense on this map, though. So Legion could turn this around. I don't know. And it's Dark Forest.